What's up, guys? Welcome to Peculiar Thoughts, the table at which we talk about peculiar related issues. And so, those that are just coming here for the first time, thank you so much. Please like, share, and leave a comment concerning what you think. This is a table where we get different opinions concerning different life issues. We're not restricted to people's opinions because I feel like the world would be boring if it only had one particular opinion. And so today we're going to be talking about something controversial, but I love controversy because controversy brings so much wisdom to the table and brings so much thought, and I think it helps people rethink what they know and learn and learn. And so I'll be sharing some of my opinions concerning the controversial issue on adult friendships. Guys, if there's something the world did not prepare me for, despite reading so much literature, was first-hand information. Obviously first-hand because I was the one in the picture, concerning how adult relationships are and how tedious they could get and how exciting at the same time they could be. So I'm hoping you're going to stay back, stay around, stick around, in other words, and let's just dive into the topic of the adult friendships. Firstly, there's nothing so exciting and tedious at the same time as compared to maintaining adult friendships. They're a blessing, friends are a blessing. If you're looking at it from the religious point of view, you understand that friends that stick closer than our actual relatives that we share blood with. And so in my journey so far, I'm not so old, so in case you're like, oh no, you haven't seen it, or I just have to speak my mind with regards to how far I've journeyed through life and what I have gotten to learn. So I'll be sharing 4 points concerning how adult friendships have turned out to be. As you can see, I'm a Friends fan, so I love Friends, I love to keep family, and so you can see I'm just all up there talking about friendship. So adult friendship is a blessing, at the same time it is tedious. The first thing that I learned the hard way was that old time friendships could be stressing and draining to maintain. So as you grow older, preferences change. You have a different way you look at life. You'd rather do this instead of this. And then you have journeyed with these friends for 2 years, 5 years, 15 years, 20 years. Mention it. They know you. They've seen you grow. They've seen you shape up from a very young person to now the older version of you. And so there are certain things they hardly let go of that you may be evolving from. You have changed. You do not like the soccer that you used to like anymore. You don't like pink as much as you love red now. And so just trying to orient that into your old friendships could be somewhat tedious. So I learned it the hard way that old friendships are a blessing. They're consistent people. They've seen you through different seasons. They've walked you through different parts, tough seasons that you never thought you're going to. But just maintaining them could be stressful and draining because they have certain expectations of you and you have certain expectations of them, and you're also expecting them to evolve with you as you are, and then others are just not open-minded to it. They feel if you've always loved chilling at a particular spot, when you mention a change in environment, it's as though you're changing, it's as though you're flipping, it's as though you're tripping, it's as though what's going on? And then other people are not even open-minded to let you have other ideas because they've just loved the idea about you and they are fixed on the version of the old you or the younger version of you. So it was tedious for me as an individual. Like, how am I supposed to orient some of my old friends that maybe I no longer love pink, I love red now, or I no longer want to look at life this way, I look at it in this other way. And so I felt like that was a little too much for me, and in the long run I stopped conversating with some people. We couldn't agree on particular things, and funny thing is, life could take you through places that you once judged or no longer loved. Somehow they're making sense at that time where you're at in life. And so if you once told a friend you do not like a particular thing, then you're there now because life is resonating with you there. It just feels like, are you switching up on us? What's going on? So the whole drama could be, please, it could just be too much. So one thing that was just like most unspoken about, I read literature about friends, but I never ever found somebody that walked me through a situation of understanding that old friendships in the long run could be the most stressful and draining to maintain, based off different reasons: change of environment, change of preferences, going into a different vision that your friends are not ready to see you grow in, doing away with some certain ideas that worked very well for you people as you grew up. So I was trying to navigate that as I was growing, and I think I'm learning how to balance and how to communicate. And I felt like the only way I sorted out that issue was like sitting down or repeatedly, you know, putting out that opinion that had changed about me, that was a little hard for my other acquaintances and friends to pick up from. And I think it sorted out many problems, it sorted out many issues. I also feel this issue could just like break long friendships and twist everything, break on trust, break on loyalty. And guess what? The world doesn't say that. I don't know about the world you're in, and you're privileged if you had someone to walk you down and sit you down through understanding that adult friendships, especially old time friendships, were not the easiest to survive as you go on through life. So that pill there was like the hardest for me. It was just like, wow, it was too much for me, but I learned how to navigate. And I feel like I'm still learning, because I don't know what else my 20 years looks like from now. I don't know if I'm still going to maintain the friends that I have. I don't know what they're going to demand of me. I don't know what is going to be demanded of myself that may change, that may not sit well with them. The other thing, that is my second point: low maintenance friendship favor adult schedules better. I didn't know that. And it was a tough pill, because sometimes I'm needy with some certain friendships and I want some certain attention. But then I noticed, not only because I had to change myself and adapt and adjust, but I also expected my friends to adjust, to say, we can't talk every day. No, we won't see eye to eye every day. That is a famous I'll call you later, and then they call you 6 days later, a month later, and you still catch up and pick up from that point. I feel like those friendships favored me more and made me feel like, okay, this is a better way to go about life, because I'm not going to have all the time. And I don't know about you, but I've been in a scenario where I tell someone I'm going to call you after a few hours. The few hours turned into a day, into days. Before I knew it, it was months down the line. Then you remember, oh my God, I told this person I'm going to call them. So I feel like low maintenance friends favor adult schedules better. I'm also trying to be that better friend who's not going to be in your DM every day like, hi, you didn't say hi to me. At some point in life, I believed, always check up on people. I do check up on them, but not as frequent as I used to. And I felt if they do not reply at the time I wanted them to, I felt less loved. I felt like they were not giving me attention as much as they used to. And sometimes I would even compare that kind of attention they gave to the people they were seeing in their day-to-day environment, and deemed it as more love as compared to the love I was receiving. Then I okay, even now I'm giving less attention to some people that want my attention, and giving more attention to people that I'm frequently with, not because I want to, but because we're in the same environment, so it's inevitable. It's like your co-workers. You're more likely going to speak to your co-workers every day, not because you want to speak to them, but because life is presenting them in your face and feels like it's mandatory, as compared to a friend that you may be churchmates with, you may be neighbors with, or you grew up together. So it means you wait for a day off or 2 or 3 before you can actually reach out and check up on them. Another thing, that would be my third point: if the friendship from the past is not willing to adjust to your evolution and growth as you go on, it's not worth keeping. This one was something else, because how do I communicate to my long-term friendship to say, hi, we can't go on? Or how do I communicate that the friendship that we've been building for years is just not gonna work anymore? So if the friends from the past are not willing to evolve with you and grow with you, they're not worth keeping, no matter how many things they've walked you through life with. I hope that was correct. Yes. No matter how many things you've walked each other through, no matter what they've struggled with, no matter the challenges, no matter the things, if they're not willing to support your growth and your evolution, then you might as well understand that they're not meant to be there. this also points out the fact that sometimes we're not ready to just let go of certain people. Maybe if you're on the end where you are a keeper, you're not willing to let go of these people, but then they want to evolve into something else, and your friendship is not just adding value anymore. It's hard, but eventually you need to find a way to navigate. So if the friendship from the past is not willing to make you evolve and grow, or not helping you to grow and evolve, then it's not worth keeping. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I'm sorry. Even I wasn't taught that's how it is. But it is what it is. I wasn't taught. If your friendship from the past is not willing to evolve or grow with you, it's not worth keeping. Hear it from me. I don't know how else I can explain or elaborate, but it is what it is. Dump it. Leave it. There are other people waiting on you in the near future. Yes, that one there, even I think I'm like, after all those times, they were with me through college, they helped me through this, financially they came through, I lost loved ones, they were there to comfort me, I didn't have this and they showed up. But now that you have grown and you're evolving and they still want the old version of you, honey, leave. Honey, find a way you can communicate that this friendship is no longer adding value. So I don't know how you're gonna take that, but pretty much it was hard for me. I'm still learning, and I'm hoping you're also going to unlearn what you've learned. The fourth point is be open to letting go and adding more friends in life. That's life, okay? That's life. Be ready to let go and to add. So meaning you become less of a hoarder. Keep, but be less of a hoarder, because some people are only there for a season, and if you keep them longer than the expected season, they stop being the most productive and the most helpful friends. They end up being the people that are not helping you. So sometimes we're our own problems, because we create our own problems because the people we're supposed to let go of, we're holding them and keeping them because of what they did in the previous season. Now, if they're there for the wrong reasons, they're going to destroy you and they'll harm you, and you even forget that they helped you in the previous season. So be open to letting go and adding friends as you go on through life. There's many people that are willing to be your friends. They're willing to walk you through different seasons. So in life, they're short-term and they're long-term friends. It's up to you to sit down and navigate who's supposed to be here at this season. And then there are also those friends that just pop up. That's why I say be ready to welcome in. There are those that are just there for a particular season in your life. They're just suddenly there. They want to help you. They want to give you counsel. They want to direct you. They want to connect you. They want to challenge you. Welcome those friends. Welcome them. And then those also that have been there long enough, all they do is speak negativity. You want to bring up an idea, they feel like no. Sometimes they're protective in a dangerous way, in such a way that they make you stagnant. They don't want to help you grow, because they may be branching from a well of love, but at this point you need people who are pushing you to risk it more than preserving you and protecting you. So it may be an indicator that their season is coming to an end in your life. Or you depend and fall more on the people that are new and are giving you reasons to go on in life as compared to those that are old. I hope I'm trying to communicate and just like add sense, because I don't know, friendship is tricky. It's tricky. It doesn't really have a menu to it. It doesn't have really a guide. You can only know as much. Pretty much all that is left for you to know, you know it. You will know the job right on the field. We can't really tell you the entire story. We can only give you a hint. And so some of these things have been the toughest pills for me to swallow, and I've learning how to navigate this whole friendship thing. I don't know then some days who I can fall on, who I can bank on, who I can run to. And I felt, okay, maybe let me just put these 4 points down and see. What is even more tricky is knowing who to let go of and who to keep. And remember, don't delete a friend based off an emotional decision. Most emotional decisions have cracked us and broken us because we're irrational. We did it out of frustration, out of anger, out of hatred, out of rumors that were not even true. So make sure when you're cutting off, you have done a thorough check. you've done a thorough check. You know this person is not worth keeping. Let's not bend bridges when we're not sure of the next challenge. Let's not just carelessly do it. So be intentional about it. Sit, give a thorough check, know if this person is worth keeping or not, and know if this person is a time waster or not. But otherwise, I love friendship. I love friends. Like, I'm an advocate of the famous friends. And so I just thought I should give a share piece of my mind concerning friendships. I feel like they're a blessing that people put in our life for different seasons. I hope you also become a good friend, because good friendship is not only about you receiving, it's about searching yourself as well. Am I a good friend? Am I stressful and draining to maintain? Am I so needy? Am I the friend that's not willing to see my friends grow? Am I a friend that is always a stumbling block to their time when they need to fly and risk life to get to a better place? Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for your comment. That's all we had for today, and I hope you're going to stick around. I'm going to attach our channel here. That is our TikTok page rather, so that you can follow us as there. Please remember to share and give your view. I'll be waiting for your opinion just right there. Thank you so much. From me, your girl Njimunya, aka Princess. Bye and see you next time.